What's up YouTube, this is my first video, and this is the deck of the month, Yubel. Best card ever. Not destroyed by battle, battle damage. When the monster attacks it, the attack gets inflicted to you, so basically it's a magic cylinder and destroys the monster at the end of damage step. And you must tribute a monster, or this card is destroyed. If this card is destroyed besides its own effect, brings out second form, hand, deck, or graveyard, so very good card. Second form, Yubel the Terror Incarnate. Not destroyed by battle. Don't take battle damage. Attack that the monster that attacks it, attack gets inflicted towards you. Same thing, magic cylinder, but this one's a little bit more unique. Dark holes during each of your end phase, so it's pretty good card. And last but not least, Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare. Very hard to find, but very good. When this card is destroyed by battle, don't lose battle damage. The monster battles with, the attack gets inflicted towards you, and destroys the monster. So very good for damage. And other card, sticking with the Yubel backbone, Doom Shaman. It's a Gemini. When this card gains his effect, could bring out a fiend from your hand or graveyard. So gets to bring out Yubel during the end phase, or when he's removed from the field, you get to bring out second force. So pretty good 24 beat stick. And the Armageddon Knight 3. This card sends a dark monster from your deck to the graveyard when it's summoned. So you could send either Yubel, Doom Shaman, or other cards I'll be showing you right now. Pretty good card. Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master. Good for against GBs and for that annoying Stardust that messes up this deck. And 1800 defense, so it's not that bad. And goes around bottomless if you want to attack directly. Also, this one I find it pretty good in this deck. Level Eaters, usually when Yubel's second form, Yubel is on the field, they tend not to summon a monster or set a monster for the fact that it gets destroyed anyway, so I decrease Yubel Terror Incarnate by 1 level, brings out this guy. I could do it with the other one, and attack for 1200 goes around usually bottomless, and you know, if they want to get rid of it, they have to deprison, so you know, it's kind of a waste, so it's pretty good. Other one, Mystic Tomato. When destroyed by battle, gets to bring out one dark monster, 1500 or less attack, in face up attack position. So usually I go for Level Eater or Armageddon Knight or Yubel. Depends on the situation. It's a pretty good card. Next card, Sacred Phoenix. Pretty good combo. Usually I just use him to discard and then Monster Reborn or Call Haunted or bring him back in some different way. Yubel Dark Holes, destroys by effect. Standby phase, Heavy Storm, so Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, pretty good combo. Next card, Dark Grepher. Discard one level 5 or higher Dark Monster, special summon this card, so I'll usually discard a Yubel piece or Doom Shaman and then discard another Dark Monster, which I'll usually go for level either another Yubel piece to send another Yubel or Doom Shaman. Next card, Mask of Darkness. I do use a lot of traps in this deck, so this is another good card to gain all my traps cards back, and I could attack for 900. Next card, Sengen. Pretty stable. When it's removed from the field and sent to the graveyard, I basically get a monster 1500 or less attack, so I'll go for Armageddon Knight or the cards depending on the situation. And one of my favorite cards, Doomsday Horror, usually against Blackwings or other decks. If they try to remove my Yubel pieces or something, I usually get him with Sangan. Or when I go against Blackwings, kind of deck I hate, he gets increased by 300, and when this card destroys sent to the graveyard, I get to bring all dark monsters that were removed from play back to my graveyard, so Yubel goes back to the graveyard. Moving to spell cards. 3. Swing of Memories. Brings in Doom Shaman.
Okay.
So summon, resummon, bring in Yubel. Attack for 24 directly to inflict battle damage. They mirror force him or anything he gets removed from the field. Bring out second form or during end phase. Second form either way. 3 hand destructions. Don't want to get that. Yes, 3. Don't want to get that dead draw, so usually I'll be discarding Level Eater, Sacred Phoenix, Yubel pieces, anything, as long as I get them into the graveyard. And messes up a lot of people's decks too. 1 MST, usually because Sacred Phoenix gets rid of all my stuff. 1 Rhoda, get in Armageddonite, Stargrapher, stable for this deck actually. Monster Reborn, get a monster from your opponent's, my side. Usually I go for Sacred Phoenix or Doom Shaman if I don't have a Swing of Memories, so pretty good. Dark Hole, for those cards that are hard to get around with, like, you know, Thunder King, Absolute Zero, and you know, want to go for a good attack amount. And going for the truck cards, 3. Lemire Reverse. Activate, get Sangan or Yubel. The attack is 0, so I do get to bring out Yubel. So battle phase, Lemire Reverse brings in Yubel, and battle phase, my turn. Switch it to defense, Lemire Reverse destroys it, brings out second form. Pretty good. 3. Deep Prisons. Get rid of that annoying Stardust or monsters that basically hurts my deck against Yubel. Pretty good. 2. Dark Bribes for Royal Prescience, stuff like that. Or they try to go for something that will remove my Yubel. Negate, they draw a card. Pretty good. Staple. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. Actually, it's a good card, but it's useless against my own deck when they try to bottomless because Yubel's 0. So, pretty good. Transmigration Prophecy. Usually I like to use that card, then flip my Mask of Darkness. Bring in Swing of Memories or Let Me Reverse or Deep Prisons, depends on situation also. And I basically recycle my stuff to bring in Yubel. Last but not least, Torrential Tribute. Not really should be in here, but you know, helps get around those annoying GBs, Blackwings, or Machina gadgets, whatever. Now for the side deck, Breaker, just in case I need to destroy a Spiral Trap. I rather prefer than Mystical because it's an extra monster. Kaiku against those annoying Treeborns, frogs, whatever. Pretty good card. Karma Cut. One of my favorite cards actually. Brings in let's say a Treeborn, remove from play and removes the ones from their graveyard also, which actually would hurt my Yubel deck if they use this against me. Probably that's why it's called Karma. Venus Change against usually Dark Arm, which absolutely hate when I go in against it, but gotta love that deck. Call of the Haunted for Sacred Phoenix, Doom Shaman. Pretty good. Goes in match. You and your opponent must send monsters they control to the graveyard, so you can only control 1 attribute. So usually good against 6 amps, GBs. Yeah, that's about it. By the Order of the Emperor against those annoying monarchs. Pretty good card. Impure Iron Wall when I'm going against Marco Cosmos decks, or they try to remove from play my Yubel using that annoying ass Chaos Sorcerer. Card Destruction for more milling. My Body as a Shield. I actually prefer this card over Starlight Road in this deck because they usually only try to target my Yubels. Pretty good. Messenger of Peace, old school card, but gotta love in this deck. All my monsters are usually less than 15, like Level Eaters, Armageddonites, Yubel. Monsters 15 or higher can't attack, and I only pay 100 during each of my standard phase, so it's pretty good. Pot of Avarice, usually get my monsters back, like Jujutsu, Sengen, if I put the Kaiko Breaker, pretty good. Swords for decks that run pretty quick against, like, Lightsworns, or, just pretty stable card. Foolish Barrier if I need more support to send Yubel or other cards to the graveyard. And last but not least, my MST. So remember, rate, subscribe, comment. Like